Welcome to Asilas Knowledge Paradise. Here are 25 interesting facts about Japan. 1. In Japanese, the name Japan is Nihon or Nippon, which means land of the rising sun day. It was once believed that Japan was the first country to see the sun rise in the east in the morning. 2. Japan has the third longest life expectancy in the world, with men living to 81 years old and women living to almost 88 years old. The Japanese live on average 4 years longer than Americans. 3. Japan consists of over 6,800 islands. 4. Home to 33 million people, the Tokyo-Yokohama metropolitan area is the largest populated metropolitan region in the world. 5. Japan has more than 3,000 McDonald's restaurants, the largest number in any country outside the US. 6. Japanese director Akira Kurosawa's film The Hidden Fortress was the basis for George Lucas' famous film Star Wars. 7. Each spring, Japan has a festival that celebrates both the penis and female fertility called Kanamara Matsuri, or Festival of the Steel Phallus. 8. 21% of the Japanese population is elderly, over the age of 65, the highest proportion in the world. There are more elderly than there are children in Japan today. 9. The Japanese eat more fish than any other people in the world, about 17 million tons per year. Japan is the world's largest importer of seafood, with shrimp comprising about 1/3 of the total, about 4 million tons a year. More than 20% of Japanese protein is obtained through fish and fish products. 10. Over 2 billion manga, Japanese comic books or graphic novels, are sold in Japan each year. 11. More than 5 billion servings of instant ramen noodles are consumed in Japan each year. Chef Momofuku Ando invented the first instant chicken ramen in 1958. 12. Sushi has been around since about the 2nd century AD. It started as a way to preserve fish in China and eventually made its way to Japan. The method of eating raw fish and rice began in the early 17th century. Sushi does not mean raw fish in Japanese. It actually means rice seasoned with vinegar, sugar, and salt. Raw fish sliced and served alone without rice is called sashimi. 13. Japanese Kobe beef is famous worldwide for its succulence and taste. The Japanese cows this beef comes from receive daily massages and, in summer, are fed a diet of sake and beer mash. True Kobe beef comes from only 262 farms in the Tajima region, of which Kobe is the capital, and each of which raises an average of 5 of the animals at a time. In the United States, Kobe beef is called Wagyu beef. 14. Japan has around 5.5 million vending machines, with one on almost every street corner. There are vending machines that sell beer, hot and cold canned coffee, cigarettes, wine, condoms, comic books, hot dogs, light bulbs, bags of rice, toilet paper, umbrellas, fish bait, fresh eggs, porn magazines, and even used women's underwear. 15. Japan has the second lowest homicide rate in the world, but it also home to the spooky suicide forest Aokigahara at the base of Mt. Fuji. It is the second most popular place in the world for suicides after San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge. 16. The Japanese have such a low birth rate that there are more adult diapers sold than baby diapers. 17. Cherry blossoms, sakura, are Japan's national flower. 18. Japanese ganguro, black face. Fashion was started in the 1990s and has young women tanning their skin as dark as possible, bleaching their hair, and using extremely colorful makeup in contrast to the traditional Japanese pale-skinned, dark-haired standard of beauty. 19. The world's shortest escalator is in the basement of Moore's department store in Kawasaki, Japan. It has only 5 steps and is 32.8 inches, 83.3 centimeters, high. 20. Yiba, or crooked teeth, are considered attractive in Japan, so much so that girls go to the dentist to have their teeth purposefully unstraightened. 21. Haiku poetry, which was invented in Japan, consists of only 3 lines and is the world's shortest poetic form. 22. Women in ancient Japan blackened their teeth with dye as white teeth were considered ugly. This practice, called a haguro, continued until the late 1800s. 23. Shinjuku Station, Tokyo's main train station, is the busiest in the world with over 2 million people passing through it every day. 24. Anime, or animated Japanese films and television shows, account for 60% of the world's animation-based entertainment. Animation is so successful in Japan that there are almost 130 voice acting schools in the country. 25. 90% of all mobile phones sold in Japan are waterproof because youth like to use them even while showering. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share.